Yo. Here we go. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. How's everybody doing today? Where's everybody at? Everybody don't come in at once. Shoot. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Let me just show this real quick here. Why does StreamYard is so fucking dumb, eh? Fucking dumb motherfuckers. Now it shows up. There. No? What? Okay, have you guys seen the fakery that's going on? Holy fakeness, man. Rocket goes up, then goes sideways, and then back down. That's space travel. U.S. burns $10,300 a second in Iran war. $10,000 every fucking second. But there's no money for you or anything here for the people who it belongs to. There's never any money for the people who it belongs to. It doesn't belong to you and your war and your pedophile friends and corporations and all this crazy shit, Trump. And stop the aggression. Somebody rein in this terrorist, genocidal maniac, this absolute war criminal against humanity. There should be an arrest warrant out for him. I don't know what's wrong with the international community, but his best buddy, butt buddy there, Netanyahu, has an arrest warrant out for him if he's even still alive. $10,000 every second. Boy, I could use some food for that. Boy, I wish I had $10,000 a second to eat. I could eat some food. All of us, we could be eating pretty good, huh? But no, he has to have it. He has to have it. You can't have any of your money that they stole from us. Meanwhile, Americans are unable to pay car loans. Americans unable to pay car loans surpasses 2008 levels. If you're in the market for a new used vehicle, but don't have the cash saved up to buy one outright, you're not alone. In the third quarter of 2025, 80.67% of new car buyers and 35.48% of used car buyers financed their purchase. I thought it would have been more with the used car. Surprisingly, it's going to get higher though. No doubt about that. You can count on that. If you plan to do the same, you'll need to take a look at your budget before heading to the dealership to make sure it can accommodate a car payment. So what does that mean? 80%. 80% of new car buyers, basically 80% of the people out there that own a new car, they don't own it. Only 20% of the people out there with new cars actually own their cars. And if you look at this, if you go by this, if you just want to go by this and say that 35% of used car buyers and maybe used car, They don't own their car, you know. They don't own their car. Same with the houses. All these people, if you have a mortgage on your house, you don't own it. You have to pay property tax on it. You still don't own it. It's insane. Soaring airfares are about to ruin your vacation plans. It went from $474 in February to $2,870 in March. You want to fly to Hong Kong? It was $500. Now it's $3,300. You want to go to fucking Paris? $490. Now $1,900. Back in February, you want to go to London? $600. Now it's $2,000. In February, you want to go to from Sydney to London, Singapore to London. You know, you get the idea. Hong Kong to London, whatever it is, $700, $3,800 now. Yes, Donald Trump's ancestral surname was Drumpf, though the exact timing of the change to Trump is unclear. The name originated in the German village of where the Drumpf family lived. No, Drump. What up, Drump? Drumpf. Drumpf. What the fuck is that, Drumpf? I don't know whether to start with the funny shit or the bad shit. Oh, so much fucked up shit. All right, let me throw this on. Fuck it. We'll mix it up. I'll go back and forth.
The chains are tightening. The key is turning. The gavel is coming down. Your fate is short. Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick-tock. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. 360 million facing starvation because of one man's reckless escalation. Fertilizer prices up, the fields are dry, and America's missiles, watch them fly. Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick-tock. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. Washington Post wrote the truth today. 25% of missiles gone away. Pacific stockpiles empty and cold.
China is watching the story unfold.
You needed those rockets for Taiwan shore. Now they're in Iran and you want more? Atlantic Magazine said it clear as glass. Iran decides the future now.
First class.
Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. $50 billion spent on the sand. Who's holding the car? Iran's right hand. You can pick JD Vance to take the fall, but Iran holds the pen. That says it all. The strait is closed for you and your friend. This is the moment.
This is the end.
You thought you could bomb. You thought you could hide, but the world is watching from every side. The chains are tightening.
The key is turning.
The gavel is falling.
The world is learning.
Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick-tock. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. Baby on trial. The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Hear the tick-tock. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short. So baby,
The strait is still closed.
the key is still here.
The gavel is coming down.
Your fate is short. Baby on trial. 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 The straight is the lock. Iran is the key. Baby in chains. The world is the court. Iran is the gavel. Your fate is short.
What's up, everybody? I'll have to post and comment since no one else will. I'll take charge of this shit. How's everybody doing today? Or should I go ahead and just throw this other one on? Nobody's around.
Yo. He's buying an island of ice where the world is on fire. A billionaire liar, a professional prior. He treats
Our boys safe. Our boys fight.
in the morning, NATO is useless. While leaving the youth in the street feeling rootless. Automatic draft, yeah, the art of the steal. Trading your life for a classified deal. Vietnam vibes, but the reason is trash. Protecting the files while he's burning the cash. Facts. The jungle's dead. Blood on the floor. The jungle's dead. Why are we going to war? The jungle's dead. Secrets in the file. The jungle's dead. Killing with a smile. The jungle's dead. The jungle's dead. The jungle's dead. The jungle's dead. 100 strikes, 10 minutes, it's insane. 50 buildings down, washing blood in the rain. They call it strategy, I call it a joke. 100 families vanishing in smoke. You call it the law, no, it's jungle survival. Killing the innocent for a political rival. Sky News is laughing, your own people hate you. And even the news starts to underestimate you. Killer. The strait is a chokehold, the vows are closed. The weakness of Washington is finally exposed. $98 and the price keeps on creeping, while the mothers of the drafted are bitterly weeping. You're thirsty for helium, you're thirsty for gas, but you're stuck in a war that is kicking your ass. It's the law of the jungle where the strong eat the small, but even the giant is bound to fall. Crash! Crash. Yes, I'ma warn you, the exit is gone. You're trapped in the darkness before the dawn. 1 9 to 7, your own party is turning, while the bridges to Tehran are steadily burning. You're buying the ice to cool down the shame, but the Epstein files have your middle name. Automatic enrollment, automatic grave. Is this the freedom that you promised the brave? Tucker was shouting, got the weed from the Zion, but you're tied to the beast and you're feeding the lion. 50 towers, 100 explosions, building an empire on bloody erosions. You're the king of the jungle, but the trees are all bare. There's no loyalty left, and there's no one to care. The jungle's death is a heavy amount, and the blood of the children is the only count. The jungle's dead, blood on the floor. The jungle's dead. Why are we going to war? The jungle's dead. Secrets in the file. The jungle's dead. Killing with a smile. The jungle's dead. Blood on the floor. The jungle's dead. Why are we going to war? The jungle's dead. Secrets in the file. The jungle's dead. Killing with a smile. $98, 50 buildings, 100 strikes, and 0 ways out. But sir, what about Greenland? Forget it. The ice is melting anyway. pay it in full. Impeach. Impeach.
Impeach. Oh man. Oh man. No, it's not cool.
I am in the middle of a winter wheat field here in central Washington state, where the farmers that manage and operate these fields have spent millions of dollars buying their tractors and equipment. But the truth is, they don't really own them because the company that sold them that equipment, it doesn't really want them to own them. This video isn't just about tractors. It's about how one company found a legal way to put a time limit on ownership. And if they get away with this, everyone else will too. Last week, John Deere wrote a $99 million check, and the internet lost its mind celebrating. Right to repair advocates, farm groups, tech freedom people all call.
Okay, just to explain this real quick. Let's see. You will own nothing and be happy. So what have all the assholes corporations done to accommodate this agenda of the pedophiles class? So all heavy equipment, even cars, everything now is what they're doing is they're making it all operational contingent upon their computer software that they have their control of. And you can't fix anything without it. See what they've done? You don't own it, and all this bullshit. So they've gotten around, and the smart people can just disconnect all this computer shit and make everything just run mechanically. The smart ones, right? And just fuck all the bullshit. But or just stick with the older products. I mean, that's what they're trying to do now is completely make everything unownable, and you'll be and I don't know how they're gonna make you happy. It's because they're gonna fucking force some drug on you that makes you feel good and numb or something. But yeah, it's insane. It's fucking insane. The fuck. That's not what I wanted. Oh, here we go.
Calling it a historic win, and on the surface, it looks like one. But pull back the curtain a little, and this story gets a lot darker. In 2022, 18 separate lawsuits got consolidated into one federal case in Chicago. Farmers, co-ops, independent repair shops, all making the exact same claim. John Deere had built a system that made it almost impossible to fix your own equipment without going through their dealer network. And that network was expensive, it was slow, and it was the only game in town. The lawsuit said that it was deliberate, that John Deere conspired with its dealers to lock out competition and trap farmers in a captive repair market. 4 years later, Deere settled $99 million. And they agreed for the first time to open access to the digital tools that farmers and independent shops need to actually diagnose and repair their own equipment. Now, farmers fought for years. They got money, they got access, and John Deere blinked. That's a win. To understand what $99 million actually means, you need to understand what John Deere was actually doing. Modern Deere equipment runs on proprietary firmware. Everything critical, the engine management, the diagnostics, the error codes, All of it is locked behind a software wall that only their authorized dealers could access. Your tractor throws a code, you can see that some.
All right. You get the idea. How do I fix this? There we go. Oh, that's cute. So you get the idea of how you're going to own nothing and be happy. The extent that they go to, these pedophile corporations, they wipe out mom and pops, the middle class, with all this illegal lobbying, which is illegal bribery. It's just legalized bribery, lobbying. And so now they have a monopoly on everything, and now they don't even want you to own anything. And so how are they going to do that? Well, the same way they've complicated cars with the computers and all this, they're going to do it with the simple diesel diesel tractors and stuff that were simple. They're going to complicate them and put a wall between you and them and make it impossible to be able to use without their controlling it, everything. So you don't even have a right to repair your own products that you buy, and they're not even buying them. They're financing these things instead of using these older equipments and repairing them and sticking with new tractors. It's bizarre how everybody's got hoodwinked, the farmers included, and it's all an agenda. You'll own nothing and be happy. Yeah, it's sad. It's real sad that the world is allowing a small group of fucking demons, basically, completely diarrhea shit all over the world. It only takes a few pieces of shit to completely destroy the world, evidently, is what we're seeing here. That's what we're seeing here. Alrighty.
So there are 5 scenarios in which the war could end because Trump is stupid enough to take on what Israel wanted to do, which was destroy Iran, but they've bitten off far more than they can chew. So scenario 1 is Iran destroys the Gulf power infrastructure. I think that's highly likely. And if that happens, then Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, they'll become uninhabitable. And then scenario 2, Iran disables Israel's nukes. I hope that happens, but there's this one. And it's
There are no nukes, man. This is all a bunch of bullshit, folks.
Scares the shit out of me.
Professor Steve, I have so many questions. What is going on?
So this war is threatening everybody on the planet. And what Trump is doing at the moment is a pump and dump scheme. He's trying to drive up the oil price and exploiting it for his friends and for his own wealth in the process. So people are focusing upon the price of this. But the really important point is this is Strait of Hormuz. So
again, Trump is such a low-life mafia level member, basically retard, that's been given this military now of the U.S. and he wants to use it like it's the mafia now.
oil, fertilizer, helium, all have to pass through the Strait of Hormuz.
And Iran have blocked that gap.
So they can say you do or do not pass, depending on what your country's attitude towards our country. And it's quite terrifying because 20 to 30% of our fertilizer comes through this point. But if this is not available, the globe has a famine.
Do you think he will send ground troops in?
Yes, I do. But I'd hate to be one of those troops because it's a suicide mission. They've got underground military units.
Let me explain something to you. Any type of troop activity going into Iran is a suicide mission. You're basically fucking retarded. Okay. And again, if you start bombing Iran from above, you're going to get shot out of the sky because you're going to have China's and Russia's new technology. And if that doesn't work, you're probably going to get bombed by Russia and China now. So real smart, retard Trump. And hopefully they bomb Langley, Virginia, where all the CIA retards are, and Washington, D.C., where all the sellout pedophile politicians are. Hopefully those are blown the fuck off the fucking map. The rest of you get out of the cities or anywhere important. Fuck them.
Of weapons and troops, but we have no idea of the scale.
Trump keeps saying that the war has been won.
Yeah.
What's going on there in your view?
Stay away from any important infrastructure in case they want to play like Israel and Trump, and play in case they want to accommodate Israel and Trump and play war the way they do.
I think he's been fed propaganda to tell him that he's winning the war by his immediate advisors, because you cannot tell a person like that they've made a mistake.
We'll talk about that as well. But you developed.
Anyway, I can't. I can't keep going on all this same shit. Let's see here. Oh. God damn it. Get off me. My hair keeps fucking. God. Yeah, dude, this is hardcore. This is some hardcore shit. What's going on here? God, man, I hate that fucking pedophile fucking tube. Why is it that everybody at fucking YouTube is a goddamn pedophile? How is that possible? But they're going to censor me like this. It must be a bunch of fucking goddamn pedophiles. Only a pedophile would censor the truth. And y'all know I'm right. You know I'm fucking right. Oh no. Hold up, let me make sure this fucking retard shit. Oh, okay. All right, well.
Welcome back to Jake TV News.
Is Satan dead or not?
Well, apparently he was taken to Germany. Dude's in a coma.
What? Ching Chong, break it down for us.
Chloe and Michael, good morning. We're here in Berlin outside Satan's plane, the Wing of Zion, aka the Flying Hospital, where flight trackers caught it circling the Mediterranean while putting him in a medically induced coma.
Yeah.
Allegedly, of course.
Shut it down, Ching Chong. He's alive. Haven't you seen his proof of life videos? The six-finger thing was debunked by the Times of Israel. Same with the coffee cup. Back to the Goyslop.
Jeez, all right, Producer Berg, we'll play the videos.
Yeah, don't want to end up like Jackie.
Good call. Yeah.
Here's proof that Satan is still alive. Was that AI or was he absolutely bricked?
Or was he just happy to see you?
Dude's packing a meat hammer.
Yeah, that was the wrong video. Play the AI video. Okay, so here he has his ring on. And
there it goes, just like a magical jujitsu.
how about the coffee cup video? All right, so this one isn't obvious for the normies, but that cup should have
They
spilled.
literally can't get the proportions right, I swear.
Yeah, let's go to the investigation team to break this down.
Okay, so besides the overfilled cappuccino, look at the dude's head. Just look at the shape of his nose and ears. Either that's a decoy or they think we're retarded.
Just because you retarded Goyim notice a couple AI anomalies doesn't mean our sugar daddy is dead. Noticing is antiseptic. Now interview the normies that still support the chosen people.
Quick question. What do you think of the bomb school children?
Dude, not another freaking liberal, bro. You all have TDS.
Get lost.
Fair enough. Quick question. Would you send your son to Iran?
Buddy, I just got off a 16-hour shift and my wife's at the club
Goy Corp. Goy Corp.
right now. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, bro. What do you think about supporting Greater Israel?
They're chosen by God to genocide the sand people. And I think the Bible says to bless the people that killed Jesus.
Nope. It actually doesn't say that,
Yeah.
like at all. But
My pastor says otherwise.
let's check out your
Oh,
church.
I bet he does.
God will not
Bet.
bless you unless you bomb the shit out of the sand, people. It says that in Genesis somewhere. Trust me, bro.
Thanks, Pastor Bird.
This just in. Trumpenstein just announced Iran has to open up the Strait of Hormuz or he's sending them back to the Stone Ages.
Wasn't it open before he decided to bomb them indiscriminately?
Yeah.
We have a plan because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition.
What an asshole. Yeah, so for Easter, he decided to tweet this. Open the f***ing strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. And then proceeds to mock their religion by saying, praise be to Allah. Dude's definitely controlled by Jews.
I gave the order, knock out the biggest bridge in, I believe, the Middle East, but the biggest bridge in Iran. And within 10 minutes after I gave that order, that bridge was over. It will take them 100 years to rebuild. And the only way they're going to be able to rebuild their country is to utilize the genius of the United States.
It'll take them 100 years. They rebuilt it in 2 fucking days, pedophile.
United States of America.
Thanks, Donald Steen. Yeah, so imagine if a country bombed the Golden Gate Bridge. Would call that terrorism, right? Well, normies don't get that, so let's hear from the White House.
How does this benefit the American people?
Good question. By supporting the chosen people, we can usher in the Antichrist and bring back Jesus.
When can we finally start doing our satanic sacrifices in Israel?
Good question. Our Secretary of War, Mr. Heg Seth the Shabbos Goy, will be ushering in Revelation for us.
How is he ushering in Revelation?
Well, he's a hardcore Zionist who wants to destroy the third temple and start a holy war for the Jews.
Seriously?
Dead serious. Take a listen.
Zionism and Americanism are the front lines of Western civilization and freedom in our world today. And there's no reason why the miracle of the reestablishment of the temple on the Temple Mount is not possible.
Ever says anything about what is actually happening in America?
I don't know how it.
Again, it's all about priorities. Their priorities are Israel, not you. It's Israel first. They pretend their priority is America first. They lie right in your faces and they think you're stupid.
Would happen. You don't know how it would happen, but I know that it could happen.
What the heck is a third temple?
It's where Jesus whipped the Pharisees when they were sacrificing things.
Oh, I thought Jesus said it would be destroyed.
It was. That's right, guys. But now Islam owns it. So destroying that thing will be the beginning of World War III and the New World Order. Ching Chong joins us live from Iran.
Ching Chong. Building. Tell me that don't hurt. These buildings are literally cooked and melted in like butter, and nothing is left. It's just an ashtray now, except for you can see the top of these buildings, the brick lines. There are traces of buildings left, barely.
Here at the wreckage site where Iran shot down 2 C-130s, carrying American Goyim over Iranian airspace.
So, folks, they pretended or lied and deceived everybody. They thought they were. They didn't deceive anybody other than the fact that it's. They pretended it was some type of rescue operation. No, they tried to take Karg Island and got decimated and absolutely destroyed. Hundreds, if not thousands, of troops were fucking just slaughtered because of retard Trump.
After Iran's footage from Iran forced the White House to speak up.
All this is because Catherine Leavitt and Trump and Hegseth didn't like being lied to. And they said that Iran lied to them, and so they murdered them.
our Israeli-controlled government just won't admit it. My guess, boots on the ground and American soldiers dead. Allegedly, of course. Let's ask Stu Peters for the breakdown.
These planes were flying equipment into the region. They were flying in men. They were flying in an American fighting force to launch a ground operation in Iran. And in the process of doing that, they got blown the up. And like I said, the fried remains of an American soldier are easily visible to anyone who zooms in on this wreckage. This was a bloodbath.
Shut it the heck down, Stu. That's all Sam.
By the way, any troops on the ground in Iran is a suicide mission, but Trump doesn't give a fuck. He's for the last couple of weeks during a ceasefire, he's been building up troop forces and so forth. There's no money. Nobody can pay their cars and mortgages and car payments and feed themselves and pay the rent. Nobody can pay any bills. The bills are going through the roof, but and they're getting higher and higher. The insurance, the taxes, everything is constantly getting higher while everybody can't find any work anywhere. But he's got billions of dollars for fucking murdering children in Iran. Trump.
And propaganda. We blew up our own planes, you goyim. Now, back to the goy slop or your ass is canceled.
Jeez, someone get this man some pizza and grape soda. Am I right?
Seriously, it's like he's allergic to the truth or something.
Straight up. Stu, tell us more about the incident.
Did they extract any of their bodies? Or were all of them left behind like that guy? Who is he? Will we ever know?
What about?
What are they going to tell his family? What are they going to tell his mother or his children if he has any? What are they going to tell
They got a lot of women fighters now.
this man's son?
I mean, pilots.
Not my problem.
That could have been a woman pilot.
Stu, look, you guys are like worth less than us. The Talmud says that.
Yeah, no, she's right. Good call, Daisy. We don't want to be antiseptic.
Thank you. Now back to the goy slop.
Holy shit, we just hit the jackpot! If you guys want to be rich like me, just use my referral code for $20 of free gambling.
In partnership with Goyslop Jr.
That guy totally mogs.
Oh my God.
I hate myself.
Gosh, I could go for some cheesy goy slop right about now.
I'm craving that seed oil sundae. But anyways, let's hear what the normies are talking about.
What's happening, my guy? What's up, bro? Just trying to look max. Trying to get my maxilla to grow. Oh, and I got these height boosters for Morgan. You support Israel?
Dude, the Zionist occupation must be stopped. Iran is fighting for all the goyim.
Holy shit, my heart is pumping right now. She's beautiful. Do you support Project Epstein Fury?
Of course. Didn't you hear Iran was going to drone strike California?
Look, 4D chess. Didn't you hear Iran was going to drone strike California?
Yeah.
You actually believe that? Let's ask the Jake GTV investigation team.
Okay, so 4 drones were stolen, Fort Campbell, November. Then 2 months later, FBI
Stop it. They're giving this fucking nerd fucking Tucker boy.
quietly tells California, hey, maybe there's an Iranian drone strike coming.
We should definitely check the U.S. bank tower for bombs.
Wait, why?
Because the same guy who bought the Twin Towers owns it.
What?
False flag. It's calling it now.
Shut it down. Trumpstein is making
We're calling the false flag now ahead of time, folks. We all have. I called this years ago, and I'm vindicated for decades and decades of calling out all this shit that's happening right now. I've been calling it out for decades, vindicated. You all owe me millions of dollars right now.
Iran great again, and we can't do that when they refuse to attack Americans. Don't forget we got pizza costed by Nazis. Shapiro-Stein, subvert the goy.
Just because Silverstein's a Jew and took out terrorist insurance weeks prior to 9/11 doesn't mean we can't dance.
I love this. This is my most favorite thing I've ever seen right here. Oh, Ben Shapiro in the background. Look at this. This is amazing.
Daisy, subvert
That's genius right here.
them with your voluptuous milkers.
It's not our fault that
mean we can't.
Goy.
Just because Silverstein's a Jew and took out terrorist insurance weeks prior to 9/11 doesn't mean we can't dance. Daisy, subvert them with your voluptuous milkers.
it's not our fault that we're
Can't dance. Daisy, subvert them with your voluptuous terrorist insurance weeks prior to 9/11 doesn't mean we can't dance. Just because Silverstein's a Jew and took out terrorist insurance weeks prior to 9/11 doesn't mean we can't dance. Daisy, subvert them with your voluptuous milkers.
It's not our fault that we're chosen by God.
So true, Daisy. So true. I just saw your latest video, by the way.
Thank you. My Only Freaks is 15% off right now, and every dollar you spend goes to fund the genocide in Gaza.
That's so cool. The corn industry is funded by you guys.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Back to you, Ching Chong.
Dude, she's not gonna let you hit, bro. Such a simp. But we're here outside.
She's not gonna let you hit it, bro. Not hit, bro.
Of yet another oil refinery hit here in Iran. Trumpstein's targeted bombings have exposed the local population to undesirable and toxic chemical pollution. But according to him, these are freedom bombs, and the Iranian people love it. Vaccinated normies actually believe that.
The Iranian people, when they don't hear bombs go off, they're upset. They want to hear bombs because they want to be free.
What motherfucking hell did you just say?
Is he serious?
Dude's literally a Hollywood actor on the world stage.
For real, though. Ching Chong, how's the capital city looking?
And this, folks, right here is not Gaza, but Tehran, the capital city of Iran. The people wake up every day hoping that the terrorists, U.S. of Israel, will stop being total assholes.
Wow. Thanks, Ching Chong. That's some eye-opening stuff.
Seriously, I got a question.
Ask away.
Trumpstein, how does it feel to be seduced by a foreign country into fighting their wars?
You know, we're not supposed to be seduced that way, right? But I am. When somebody's nice to me, I love that person. Even if they're bad people, I couldn't care less. I'll fight to the end for them.
I think my new favorite number is 110.
That's based. Stu, explain how little they value our lives.
If your son ships to Iran and is blown up in a C-130 and you are asking for information, well, what happened to my dad? What happened?
Yeah, say you want to know that, hey, hopefully they died for something important, right? You want to know.
Happened to my son?
No, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, says the pedophile government.
The response that you will get is, that's classified.
Well, there you go, folks. Noticing is antiseptic.
If antiseptic means not wanting to see innocent people being slaughtered, that's me, baby.
Facts. Dennis, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Only losers aren't antiseptic. Anyway, if you're still not following Jake GTV, you're a total loser. Far from based. Most likely, retarded.
109 countries.
Exactly.
They just don't know what it's like to get kicked out of 109 countries.
Exactly. We're victims.
They just don't know what it's like to get kicked out of 109 countries.
Exactly. Hate us.
They just don't know what it's like to get kicked out of 100.
Why does everyone hate us?
They just don't know what it's like to get kicked out of 109 countries.
Exactly.
109 countries. Thousands of times.
Exactly. We're victims.
BlackRock. Because you're not chosen.
Congratulations, you made it to the end. That's what I call based. If you want to learn more about the sentient AI
Based Noticer Award
being ushered into a city near you, grab my book, The Digital Prison. Otherwise, if you want to keep us on air, just hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Did you delete his Erica Kirkberg video?
Sir, we labeled it hate speech and deleted his Iran video from Meta.
That's not enough. We need to shut him down tonight.
Oh, shut that down. Shut that down. Oh, good. They're bashing Tel Aviv again. Excellent. What's up, Bub Scat? Now, if I could figure out what the hell is preventing my fuel pump from making that noise it used to make every time I turn the key. I disconnected that one piece, so that fixed the issue with the interior lights and the locks trying to lock and stay locked. That's fixed. I unplugged the thing. Don't know if I got to unplug more. Now I got to figure out why my fuel pump isn't working now. It's not making any noise now. It's a big fucking annoying job, it looks like. Even if I take the whole fucking gas tank down and I check the power to see if turn the key to see if the fuel pump's getting power, and if it's not, I'm still not going to know what the fuck is turning it off, because I had to disconnect this security thing alarm that was put on here. $300 I paid to put this on, this keyless alarm shit, back in Colorado years ago. and I disconnected the siren because I was trying to figure out what was sucking the battery, a battery parasite. I mean, what was draining the battery when I turn off the key and the fucking battery keeps getting drained. So I disconnected that, and then something fucked up and went haywire with it. So now I unplugged that. Hopefully there's not something preventing my fuel pump from getting power now because of this goddamn alarm thing. I hope not. I don't fucking know. Anyway, but I went all fucking car mode. No, the pump. No, I already bought a fuel pump relay. 2 of them. It came with 2, and they don't fucking help. They don't work. They don't get the fuel pump going. The fuse is fine too. The ECBM, the other fuse that also, because you watch videos and get more. I gotta keep watching those videos. But anyway, man, I gotta fucking piss. How's everybody doing? Maggot. Hopefully not MAGA. He's not a maggot, are you? A maggot. But I did buy a fuel pump relay just to make sure, Chris. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but it seems like cops are willing to do any nasty thing to keep that paycheck flowing and that pension growing, including acting as the armed bouncers and security guards for multinational AI data corporations that want to move into your area, take your electricity, water, and land, and possibly pollute your air. I just want to remind you in this report that cops aren't your friends. They don't want you to exercise your free speech if your free speech means you're going to condemn any plan laid down by their corporate masters.
Things got heated tonight in Claremore during a meeting about a proposed data center for the city's industrial park.
One person was taken into custody for repeatedly refusing to stop talking past their time limit and being warned several times.
Yeah, Jonathan and Lori, that's right. Claremore police arrested a man for trespassing during tonight's meeting after they say he refused to follow the rules of the meeting and went over his allowed time to speak. Police had to escort the man out of the meeting, and we're told he's being booked into the Rogers County Jail. More than 100 people showed up to RSU to get answers from the developer of the project, Beale Infrastructure, along with city councilors. City leaders say tonight's meeting was about clearing up confusion and correcting information that's been shared that's wrong, and also listening to people's questions or concerns. A lot of people who spoke tonight had concerns about the data center's potential effect on public infrastructure and resources. Brett Miller lives on a rural part of the area, and he relies on well water, so he's concerned about how the project could affect the local water supply.
Well, how much water are they going to use? I don't think they're expanding on that. Where are they going to get that from Claremore?
That is going to be domestic water.
Maggie Froman Knight with Claremore Economic Development says developers have to do their due diligence when they make a proposal like this for the city council. She says the data center will be an air-cooled facility that will only use water resources for routine things like fire suppression systems and bathrooms. Developers say the city of Claremore would supply power through the GRDA, but the center would not be connected to the main power grid. Froman Knight says the developers would be required to pay up front for any additional electrical infrastructure, like a new substation or transmission line improvements.
Which is interesting because you see what's happening all across the nation when these data centers do move in. Electricity prices rise, water prices rise. They start using way more electricity than they initially said they would. They use more water than the initial proposal. And that's why so many people are concerned about these data centers moving in, because they're stealing land, they're polluting air, they're taking water, they're burdening an already overburdened electrical grid. And what's even more curious.
But now, and if you complain about it and you talk fucking 1 second too long, they reserve the right in their mentally ill, authoritative eyes to kidnap you because they're the boss. Okay? Do you understand? Some bullshit.
And I
don't understand freedom or have any respect for you in any way, shape, or form. In fact, they're showing complete disdain for you, these people.
Ironic about this entire thing is the law enforcement officers who are moving forward to arrest these community members who don't want these data centers in their community. These same officers also live in the community and will also be negatively impacted by the very data center companies that are being protected by these very same officers who have families.
Do you understand? Do you understand how dumb these fucking order following retards are? This is why an order follower, whether you know it's going to be somebody, even a politician is included in that, basically, is these people don't think for themselves. They need someone to tell them what to do. They're not the boss of themselves, so to speak. That's dangerous, because they will, do things that are immoral and unethical, and it's too much. It's really bizarre.
Families who are going to be negatively impacted.
If there were improvements required to the electrical infrastructure, the City of Claremore Council would have to codify by ordinance to require them to do that. And so that would
Forgetting the whole point is they shouldn't have to be fighting like this. What are you doing? Like, what do you think you're doing? Like, they shouldn't have to be fighting to stop something. They should have been fighting to have to start it, and we shut it down. Everything's backwards here. It's insane. It's insane. The criminal pedophilia that is run rampant and inherently in government
would be one of those future public actions.
That was Claremore, Oklahoma, and this is what happened in the city of Port Washington.
Way to go, Ted. None of you care. None of you care. It's so obvious. You know what is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you people?
Way to go, Ted. Way to go, Ted.
What is wrong with these people in government, and especially the police? These are like order following robotoid reptilians. They might as well be a bunch of just psychopathic nut jobs running around, serial killers.
Way to go, Ted. No. Great job. No. The community loves you, Ted. There's 30 pieces of equipment that are sitting there waiting to go 24 in a residential area. We're not farmers. Teddy, fight like fucking hell. Every night.
The only way to secure your freedom, folks, by somebody who has, whether even if they haven't taken it from you violently or by force, you've been tricked out of it, the only way to get it back is by force. That's why they don't want you to have guns. And if guns were bad, then why did they have them? If they're so bad, why did they get to have them? Do you understand? And again, I can't even watch this shit, dude. I mean, I just want to kill all these fuckers. That's how I don't deal with, what the fuck? Oh, what are you doing? Damn. Hey, come here. Oh boy, that dog, he's a guard dog right there. Boy, I wish I had a four-wheeler like these guys. There's a guy, one of the neighbors, they all have four-wheelers and I don't. It sucks. It'd be so cool. But my dog is harassing everybody that comes by here, so that's why, and I don't have much traffic anyway. It's basically a trail, one car at a time. It's ridiculous, which is good. But now they got to deal with him too. It's great. That'll give him another reason to not come this way. You will pay the toll, Buddy's toll. Yeah, that's true. Oh, wow. Yo, somebody call me, email me, and give me your number or something, man, and help me get this goddamn shit going. Oh, you can run your own power wire to the fuel pump, but yeesh. I'd really just like to keep it legit. Well, I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. If that'll work, though, I love it. I love it. But maybe again, I don't know that the fuel pump isn't getting power. I'm just saying, if I get down there and you drop the fucking tank, which I don't even want to fucking deal with, if that's the problem, I got to get I don't even have a fuel pressure gauge to see what it is, but I'll figure it out. The thing is if it is getting power, then I just got to get a fuel pump. It's the fuel pump it's getting power. Everything's getting power, but the dumb pump isn't working because we're not getting any fucking fuel. It has to be that, right? I don't know, but we're not there yet. Whoops. That's great, though. I love how you think. Yeah, I appreciate that. I gotta figure it out, man. I can't understand what the fuck they did. I wish I would have never had that goddamn thing installed now. God, I hate fucking regrets. God, I have so many regrets. I wish I would have never installed that now. Clear glasses. Jeez. What? What? You mean we're smoking dog shit, man? I think it's even better than before.
America has become completely unaffordable, and I don't know why more people are not talking about this. Half of America doesn't even have a savings, rent is insane, healthcare is a luxury, and somehow the narrative is still people are just bad with money. Like, what money? People are working full-time.
But Trump wants to spend $10,000 a second. $10,000 a second. But the real problems are right here that could be fixed with $10,000 a second could be fixed. $1 billion a day to help the American public and the people that are down and out would be fantastic for them to get $1 billion a day. But no, it goes to murder children in Iran because to increase the military industrial complex's coffers. While the people here suffer. Imagine all the people here getting all that money that has been blown away and wasted by Trump, by illegally and criminally murdering innocent children in Iran. Imagine all that money, billions, going to be trillions eventually here if they don't fucking rein this retard in. And imagine all that money that could have gone to her, to them, the next one talking, all of us here that actually need it.
And most people have 2 to 3 jobs anymore because you have to. At what point do we stop blaming the people and just accept the fact that the cost of living has simply just outpaced reality?
And hopefully the people in Ireland can dethrone these criminal motherfuckers that are trying to replace them with immigrants.
Everything is getting so expensive so quickly, and things that we used to take for granted, the ability to be able to go and buy groceries, whatever we pretty much want, being able to afford rent, being able to afford gas, these things are just going up so much. It's breaking everybody's budget, and people are really starting to think that maybe there's something wrong with them, that maybe, they're not working hard enough, that they're not doing a good enough job to save. But in reality, it's this system that's crumbling right now because everything is going up and we cannot simply keep up anymore with our wages. And a lot of people are voicing online right now their struggles. And every so often, I like to go ahead and show basically a snapshot of what the American people are saying about their current situation in life. And I want you to look at these videos because if you are struggling right now, you're not alone.
Oh, I'm pissed.
Folks, you are not alone. I don't even have food. I don't have dog food. All I got left are eggs, which is fantastic to have, believe me. But I mean, you can only eat so many fucking eggs every day. And you're like, you're willing. I'm willing to go a day or so just to not have to eat an egg again. For real. That's how I operate. I wait until I'm really hungry again because I just can't eat the same thing again and again. I need to get dog food too, but it's the struggle is real right now, man. There's not going to be, man, I'm not going to have shit, no food, no smoke, no nothing, no fucking nothing. So if you guys can donate, please help out. Help Buddy and I get some food.
Pissed. Y'all better turn your volume down if you don't want to hear cuss words because I'm about to let it all out.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Bullshit. Our fucking electric bill, their second month in a fucking row in New Jersey, over $700 fucking dollars. How the
See, he's captured by a monopolistic system. In a real system, he should have, realistically, 20 other power companies he should be able to buy from, but it doesn't work. They have a monopoly on it, so they can just raise the price. Same with all of the utilities. They're all a monopoly. So you're easier to control, folks. It's crazy that you allow all these bills to be monopolized already, every one of them. And so they can just hit a button and control everybody and raise the prices and damage and destroy everybody. Like I remember back in Florida, my brother had a well on his property, and he was using it, and the water company made him hook up the water and not be allowed to use his own water for free on his own property. Now, if that ain't complete criminal pedophile mafia shit, tyrannical shit, I don't know what is. And it just goes on and on and on and on. Everything around you is rigged and out of your favor.
did we get here? I'm not even home for the last 2 months, and my electric bill is over $700. How did the American people allow this to happen? We elected you motherfuckers in office to help us people to make our lives.
That's your problem. You can't elect people. People that are creating the problems can never fix the problems that they created, because that's not the point. You're not getting the point.
Lives a little better, and all you're doing is making it unaffordable. No wonder everybody's leaving New Jersey. And our new governor?
People don't understand. Governor. What does a governor on a car do? It limits the speed of it. What does a govern mean? It means to control. Why do you need to be controlled and limited? And think about Congress. It's the opposite of progress. So they're there to prevent progress, to limit you, slow you down. It's like govern. It's like, why do you need to be slowed down? Like retards. Retard is to be slowed down. That's what you all are retards. You've been slowed down.
Murphy raised the taxes, and the new governor says, oh, I didn't raise the taxes. Well, guess what? You got the authority to void his shit and lower it. So why don't you do that? And all this electric bullshit, and you want to sue Donald Trump for it? You mother.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Are the one that did this shit.
Can't make it up.
How the can we afford to even keep the lights on and the heat on?
Is he still Trump?
$700 a month. Jeez, good Lord. The delivery charges. What the delivery charge? The delivery charges are more than a goddamn electric bill.
Fix this shit you created. Fix this problem that you created. Boo, 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 boo. All right, here.
You all need
There's wondering, saying not included in the rent, so we pay for we are doing
tired of your bullshit.
If anyone out there is wondering how Americans are doing poorly, we are doing poorly. Yesterday, I woke up to an email from my landlord saying, hey, I'm raising your rent. Why? No reason. We already pay all of the utilities ourselves. That is not included in the rent. So we pay for electricity and we pay for water and we pay for natural gas to heat our home. And that bill in particular has fucking skyrocketed this year. Every single month this winter, it was over $600. And we do not turn the heat on. We just turn it so that we can survive. We do not turn it above like 60. So we're freezing in the house all winter. Oh, and also I woke up this morning to an email from my health insurance being like, thanks for your payment. It was deducted automatically, except this time the payment was $400 more than it was last month. Sorry, what's going on? So I called the health insurance company and I was like, why did this happen? And they said, oh, well, the tax premium expired. And I said, tell me why that happened. Is that because of federal budget cuts? Is that because of the New York State budget? Where did that come from? And they said, we don't know. You have to call the New York State Department of Health. And so I called the New York State Department of Health and it was just whole rigmarole because they intentionally
this whole runaround you're going to get because they intentionally do this.
Make it so opaque that you just have to spend all of your time and energy just navigating this bureaucracy and trying not to get more than there are.
What they call bureaucracy, red tape. That's the whole point of government. It separates, it obscures and obfuscates who the true rulers are. Your rulers are, because you're ruled by your fellow man right now. If they are even that at this point, human at all.
The experience of being a working class.
The inhumanity we're seeing out of Israel and the U.S. government with it and Trump and the terrorist act, these are at levels of like humans don't do this shit. That's the whole point of being human. They're so anti-human. It's to the point. Are they even human? Are they possessed by reptilian shape-shifting demons in the ether, from the ether around us? Right? I don't know.
American is to just be squeezed for every single dollar that you have at every turn, and you're just wave your arm, and you just run into another fee that you were supposed to pay. And where does that money go? Straight to the top, straight to the who do not create jobs. In fact, they keep slashing jobs just to invest in AI data centers. I don't understand how we're not out in the streets all the time.
Let's see what this month's electric bill is. Last month it was $527, and that was before the snowstorm. $626.05. Unbelievable. Honestly, I'm a little relieved because I was thinking it was probably going to be at least $800.
What the fuck?
$626 fucking dollars for an electric bill. My energy usage. Okay, so I have a base monthly electric charge of $25. Then my energy usage, $134.48. Then the electric power recovery charge, $459.58, for a grand total of $619.06. County tax of $1.50, state consumption tax of $5.49. Total amount due $626.05.
Holy shit! Fuck that shit.
It's ridiculous.
I believe you.
Ridiculous. $626.
Also, for those of you that don't know, I have a vlog channel called She Prepares that I kind of go over my lifestyle and what I personally do to prepare on a daily basis for just everything that's happening.
Checking the monthly income, our blood pressure. Landlords, you're not checking our credit score anymore. You're checking our blood pressure. You want 3 times the monthly income to rent some of these places. Average rent in America just hit $3,000. So $9,000 a month. The average American is not making that kind of money. This shit's crazy, dude.
So
they're trying to put you out.
My rent is close to $2,000. Food costs is going up.
Folks, the struggle is real, folks. But yet Trump has $1 billion a day to just piss away. $1 billion a day to piss away $10,000 every fucking second, but you can't eat. No, you can't eat unless it's cake. Let them eat cake.
I just filled up my gas tank. It was like $48. My car payment's close to $500. My insurance is between 1 and 2. My light bill's about 2 something. My internet's 100 and something.
God damn.
My phone bill's about close to 100.
What the fuck? God.
But yet, $45,000 is too much for a single person in income. Are you kidding me? Like, at this point, I just want to live in my car for like 6 months and save money.
Wait. So 45,000 is too much for what? To get food stamps? What are we missing here?
I want to know what the is happening because I just started looking at my like month-to-month bills. Right, I write everything down. October 2024, my gas bill was $24. Jumped to January 2025, $161.
Whoa!
Jumped to October 2025, $59.71. January 2026, $358.
What the?
And I just looked at my next one that like covers all of my February gas, $378 for gas in the month of February.
This is how the government system has swindled everybody in the public to have one water company, one electric. Sometimes they have a couple of gas, a couple of garbage, but everything is intentionally pretty much a monopoly so they can control you, everybody, the public, easier via the corporation, via government, the corporations. They all work together. They're all one. The capstone runs everything in the compartments below of the pyramid, stupid people.
Wary.
Right now, you live in a pyramid scheme system right now that you're all here governed by the capstone of the pyramid by a small group of something, and you're way down at the bottom of the pyramid, you fucking dumb retard slaves.
Almost $400 for gas? Are you kidding? What are we talking about? And that is literally not even to.
That's what happens when you have a monopoly on insurance. Is the same fucking way. They did the same thing, forcing you to buy insurance to drive a vehicle. And then because it's their fucking loaning you the money, they're forcing you to get insurance on the fucking house and for the fucking loans. And so they can jack that shit. Everything's a scam, folks. By the bank. What are insurance companies? They're banks. They're part of the banks. They're subsidies of banks.
Mention my electric bill, which for February was $284. So I have a $300 electric bill, a $400 gas bill, and an almost $100 water bill. Okay.
Water's supposed to fall from the sky for free, and they still want to charge you it because you don't live. It's about trying to fucking milk you. You live in a world that's just. It's not about free water. It's about trying to milk you for free shit. Okay, and that should be the root of the problem that is addressed.
Okay. Why am I paying $1,000 a month in utilities?
How is no one else out there financially panicking? Like, or at least having conversations about the fact that we're all financially panicking. I like jokingly made a picture post, whatever, the other day, and I was like, do I need to like sell some feet pics or shake my ass to like pay the bills around here? I have a successful job. Like, I love what I do. I live in an apartment by myself that I love. I don't go too far out of my means when it comes to certain things. But
it's not even, and it's 200 square foot apartment.
right now, like this morning, I went to Costco and I filled up half a tank, and it was $5.20 a gallon at Costco gas. And in the past, Costco gas has been like my Lord and Savior when it comes to the like insane gasoline prices. This morning, it gave me a heart attack. This morning, it straight up gave me a heart attack. Not only that, this is like a very vulnerable post, by the way. So sorry. I like can't financially afford to go to my best friend's baby shower in another state. And like a year ago, I would have been able to. Right now, I'm not. And I don't know that like the gas thing really threw me for a loop and made me panic, because also like rent is due in a few days. Just got paid, going straight to rent. And yeah, people's finances are such like a touchy subject, but with the state of the world right now, I feel like I'm panicking. And it's not a big enough conversation. It's not a big enough conversation for people. Does that make sense? Is anybody else financially panicking?
You know why? Because the news is distracting everybody from that for a ridiculous terrorist, illegal, criminal war, a perpetual terrorist attack on Iran.
Out there, I'm like, what's a girl got to do?
Again, $10,000 a second could be going back right to the people who it's supposed to go to, but instead Trump wants to give it to his pedophile buddies in the military-industrial complex.
Oh, around here, what's a girl got to do around here?
I know inflation's insane.
You know,
and I expect the prices of things to go up. What happened to a $5 footlong? I got this for my fiance because she said, if you buy me Subway, I'll do dishes. And I love the barter system. So I go, right? I get a footlong sub.
Oh, that's a good thing. Me too, because let me tell you, it's better than getting fleeced by the fucking Federal Reserve.
Subway sandwich. She wanted bacon on it. Cool. $3 extra for 4 pieces of microwave bacon. Insane. I'll let it slide. No side, no drink, no cookie. $18.61. 18 doll hairs and 61 cents for a foot long. What happened to $5 foot long?
I'm feeling so pissed off because why did I go to CVS and here's what I bought: shampoo, conditioner, a 6-pack of toilet paper, and a birthday card for my.
I mean, that shampoo and conditioner you bought, unless you really know, you don't know what you're fucking getting, chemical shitstorm you're getting in there. Just saying. All these things you buy that you think you're buying, sometimes you're poisoned to kill yourself for the most part. Deodorant, all that shit. Anybody who uses deodorant, you're nuts. You're crazy.
My niece.
Toothpaste they sell, you brush with that, you're crazy. I'm just some of the cologne and shit they spray on you and all this shit, you're crazy.
4 things. I'm going to give you a minute. These 4 items, I just want you to guess how much I spent. I'm going to give you a second. $72. And I think I got like a $3 discount. What's going on? Like, I'm not going out buying luxury products. This is a good brand, but this was the cheapest version of this brand. Like, there were bottles that were like $41. I think these were like 26 or something.
Oh boy.
I don't have any other choice but to wipe my ass.
You do.
How much was this card? $5. I guess this isn't that bad. But like, why is the bulk of this balance from 3 items? What's happening? Like, I don't understand. Do you have to be rich to shop at CVS now? Like, what's going on?
This is what the cost of living crisis looks like. My 2026 life is exactly the same as my 2025 life, except that it costs $400 more per month. And that's because my health insurance went up by $200 a month. My home insurance went up by $30 a month. Gas has gone up almost $1 per gallon in the last 3 weeks alone. Groceries are more expensive. Electricity is more expensive. And none of these increases are my fault, and they're not your fault either. None of this is because I'm bad with money or I'm spending too much on avocado toast. I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing. I'm cooking at home. I am doing low-cost hobbies like hiking and biking. But when costs go up and random stuff happens, like a leak in my roof, that means I have to pay more. This is unsustainable for the vast majority of Americans. And while I absolutely believe that an individual has the power to change their life, I also think we need to be realistic about how systemic this cost of living crisis is. In order for things to change, we
can only change so much for your life if you're in a systemic, fucked up, rigged system.
Need top-down change.
I just left Walmart where I bought 1 bottle of body wash, 1 stick of deodorant, and 8 rolls of toilet paper.
You just paid right there to kill yourself right there. That right there is the dumbest shit. You don't need any of that shit. It's called fucking clean your ass with water and soap.
My bill was $49 fucking dollars. $50 for 3 items. I'm getting ready to move into a new apartment. And for a 1-bedroom, 638 square feet, it's going to be $930 a month. Gas is $5 a gallon. Milk is $3.89 a gallon. And bread is almost $6 a loaf. A 24-pack of bottled water is $7 fucking dollars. And I'm at the point now to where at 50 years old,
you think if it's that much for water, you would fucking go on YouTube and watch the YouTube videos and make one of those little dehumidifiers that pulls the saturation out of the atmosphere, the moisture, and just creates water. Like a dehumidifier, you can buy that, and the byproduct of it is pure H2O, 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen liquid.
I'm trying not to crack here. I'm 50 years old, and there's no fucking way I'm ever going to be able to retire. I've had to cash in my life insurance and my 401 in order to survive.
I mean, I'm 55 and I'm never going to be able to retire. Folks, please donate. Speaking of retire.
You know, after a certain amount of time living and working on this planet, you shouldn't have to work you should not have to work 2 fucking jobs just to survive. I'm so discouraged.
So as of this morning, I have a real estate agent and a mortgage loan officer. Why? Why, you ask? Because you cannot live in the state of Georgia in a studio apartment for under about $1,600 a month. Don't get me started on 1 bedroom. Don't get me started, okay? And I've been looking for months. Okay, here we go. So even on the cheap end, the cheap places, $1,250 to $1,350 for a studio. And in like farther out areas, these are decently sized, like 750 square feet. In the city, like between 400 and 550 square feet. So you don't even have room for a desk. Cool. Okay, moving on. So the cheap places are going to charge you $1,250 to $1,350. They're going to charge you $100 for a cable fee, which when you call, they'll say, oh, that's just Wi-Fi. Okay, well, Xfinity can give me Wi-Fi for $45 a month. So why are you charging me $100? Besides the point. And they're going to charge you $25 for valet trash. You can't opt out. You have to pay it. They're going to charge you between $25 and $50 a month for parking. Okay, so we're already at $1,350 plus $100 plus another $100.
Yeah, this is a problem. What the owners here renting this place out, this is a scam. You didn't do this shit back in the day when I was renting shit out.
Okay, so we're at $1,550 before utilities. So then you throw on Georgia Power and you throw on water sewer. And depending on what city you're in, water sewer could be really expensive because they're working water sewer projects. So your sewer bill might be $70 on its own, plus water, plus power, which on the low end's $100. So it's $1,600 to $1,700 anywhere just to rent an apartment, and not even a good one.
Dude, I read a statistic this morning that said 1 in 5 American households making $150,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. I believe it too. Because the other day I had just like the most normal, boring ass day that you can imagine. I had some stuff to do on base, so I was out and about. Sam was out at a doctor's appointment. We decided, you know what, we're gonna go actually have lunch outside of our home, which we never do anymore because we're always at home. And when both people work from home, what's the point of leaving the house? And
everywhere you go is going to literally extract you financially.
Our oldest was at her doctor.
Literally, they're going to turn you upside down and shake you and use a vacuum cleaner to suck all the money out of your pockets like the cartoons. Literally, that's what it's like in this world.
Appointment with her, so the three of us went out and got Cuban sandwiches and fries, and I mean, club sodas.
Damn thing wrong with a Cuban sandwich.
To drink, like it was literally not
like grill it right.
That big of a deal. So all of that cost $76, which okay, I mean lunch for three people, it's about $25 each, right? Man. Then that evening,
hey, that was dinner with the filet mignon, drinks, and everything.
I was coaching
high class restaurant,
and she was at a soccer booster event for the high school, so we didn't have time to cook dinner, right? We had some leftovers, but it wasn't enough, so we saved that for lunch for the kids the next day and just picked up some pizzas for them to eat that night after all the soccer activities. On my way to pick up the pizza, I got gas and it was $100, like 98 and change, and the pizza and a salad was $61. So without doing anything crazy or extraordinary, we spent like $250.
See, that's insane. When I was growing up, making money and whatnot, we were making so much, or I was at certain times where we could. I was taking my girlfriend. We were like a connoisseur in Orlando, Florida, back in the day. We went to every restaurant. It was like a tourist. We lived in the normal area, and then you could go to the tourist area and eat all the epic restaurants everywhere. We went and ate everywhere at all the epic restaurants. My favorite was all the different Indian buffets. That's my favorite shit, man. All that, you could just kill it. But yeah, man.
I don't know, like.
Now, can you imagine? You could never live like that. Back in the day, we lived like kings, man. We went out to eat everywhere all the time. It was you still had to have a little bit of money, but not
where
now.
Does this go?
You can't do that now. Again, the world that I grew up in doesn't exist anymore. You can't do anything like that anymore. The way the world, like I was telling my other neighbor, man, who's even older than me, I was like, dude, I wish I could go back to the day, at least when I was growing up. At least then it was way better than this shit. Because my whole life, every day, every time they had a new president, my life got worse and worse progressively. Every day.
Where does this go? How are we going to do this? I don't know. This crazy is nuts.
So is there anybody that can explain to me why in the freaking shit my State Farm insurance went from $187 a month up to...
Oh, because it's a scam and they have a monopoly and they hate you and they disdain you and they're the pedophile Epstein class billionaires and they want to exterminate you. They see you as they call you a useful eater and they want to kill you. I'm sorry. They're psychopathic and they want to kill you.
$700 a month.
They truly are the predator class. The Epstein class is the predator class. You're the prey, folks. If you don't know that they're the predator class, it's because you're the fucking prey. Prey, retards. The government itself is a predator class. And the corporations and the banks, they're all predator class.
We've never had a ticket. I've never had an accident.
Yes, everybody here has done everything right, what they've been told to their whole lives. It didn't work, dummies.
I'm about to walk in this month. and I'm going to either end up on cops, snapped, or in fucking jail. Because there's no reason for this shit. They open at 9. It's 8:51. So that gives me about 9-10 minutes to cool the fuck down. But I'm pissed. There's no reason for this shit. And we pay you guys like clockwork every fucking month. So there's no reason for it. I love paying insurance for just the idea that we may or may not be covered in an accident. Because you just never know if they're going to fucking reject you.
Absolutely right. Again, you're forced to pay insurance, and then they never even pay out. It's like the biggest scam of all time, and the people can't do anything about it.
Yeah, here's $700 a month. You may or may not be covered. You know, if we decide to fucking approve it, fuck off, State Farm.
I think that we all collectively should just stop paying our electric bill. I don't even have time to get cute to talk about this video because this is getting out of hand. There has to be something that we collectively can do because this is ridiculous. $814 for 1 month of electric? Thank you. Previous, $933.
Crazy.
Balance was $0. This is a full month bill. I didn't carry a balance. Kept my thermostat down to like 68, 69. And let's go over the charges. Energy costs, $519. Distribution charge, $264.63. Bill stabilization adjustment, $28.65. Empower Maryland charge, $68.46. Facilities charge, $975. $814.18. This is ridiculous. How do they expect people to be able to keep their lights on when the bill is half of my mortgage? But last year I used 4,897 kilowatts. This year I used 3,761. So please tell me why my bill is twice as much than it was last year when I've used less. For your payment, we received $400 on February 5th and $533.05 on February 20th for a total of $933.05.
These people that are talking about their current situation, you know, these are people that maybe wouldn't even want to go online and voice their opinion, but they're using it as an outlet because they're not sure what else to do. They want to connect. They want to express what is going on in their life. And there are so many people that are struggling around you, around everyone else. And it's just a really crazy time that we're living in here in the United States, worldwide even. I get so many comments. People say, you know, it's not just the United States. It's going on here too, in Europe, in Australia, and just basically.
Yeah, like these colonies like Australia and New Zealand and Canada, besides the U.S., other colonies are getting destroyed by the same system. You know, the whole it's all the same at the top, the capstone. That's why it's all the same at the bottom.
All over the world, really, and it just goes to show you how this big global system, what's basically happening right now, but. In America, you know, a lot of people are not used to these rising costs, not being able to keep up. You know, the whole notion of the American dream, be able to come here and work hard, make good decisions, make the right decisions, and thrive later in life. That is changing. There's a changing dynamic here that's happening in the US. If you're feeling that right now, and if you get what's going on, go ahead and leave some comments down below. Maybe explain your sentiments, your thoughts. And I just hope that, you know, for those of you that are watching this video, that you're able to make some changes in your life some way, somehow. And if you are struggling, that you can, you know, hopefully get on the other side of that, especially now while there's still time before more things come down the pipeline, because believe it or not, there's going to be a lot more changes that are going to be happening.
Oh, it's going to be real bad. You ain't seen nothing yet. These fuckers are crazy. 15-minute cities. You better watch it. You will own nothing
within the next few years as 2030 does approach. But let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you.
Fuckers are crazy. What they're gonna try to do, what they're doing. You can't make this shit up. What up, Tom? Yep. See that? See how see how your system transformed and morphed on you. The police were only there for the slaves at first, and now you're all the slaves. The police is for everybody. See how dumb the people are, how they fall for that shit? Boy, that is nice. Having less wrinkle, less of a crease there. But we still have a hell of a crease to go. Folks, please donate. I don't understand why nobody will donate. Please help a brother out. Damn it. The dog needs to fucking eat, man. Towers to the domes. And 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. And here we go. I'm hanging in there by a fucking thread, man. Real discouraged and depressed. Not really motivated to do anything in a world that's so shitty. Feel like I'm just waiting to die or something, or whatever. It's unfortunate. I remember the good old days when I was younger and so naive that I even so excited I'd even be excited to wake up in the morning. I remember a day like that. That was crazy naive. Wow, that was amazing. I remember those days. Now you don't want to get out of bed. Come on, read fucking goddamn tards. Fucking retard idiots. Come on, let's go. Trying to play it.
This is a video about technology, independence, and freedom, and how it affects all of us. California just made this illegal. Not right now, not today, but in 2 years, you will not be able to walk into a store in California and buy one of these. And the reason that they're giving you is not the real reason. California AB 1346, signed into law by Governor Newsom back in 2021, goes into full effect January 1st, 2028. It targets small off-road engines, anything under 25 horsepower. That includes lawn equipment, leaf blowers, chainsaws, and yes, every portable gas generator that you've ever seen. Gone from store shelves, done. And I don't think that most people understand what they're actually banning, because it's not the generator, not really. This is heat when it's 20 degrees outside and the power's been out for 3 days. This is air conditioning when it's 108 degrees and the grid collapsed under load.
These are your so-called backup, redundant, so-called backup power methods to keep you alive. And they're taking them from you when they don't have any authority to make any rules for you, ever, any of you. It's just a bunch of fucking retards telling you what to do that don't have the right to tell you what to do. Government, let me get, is a gang of mentally ill pedophiles that have no right to tell anybody what to do. And just like you don't have the right to tell anybody what to do, neither do they. So they don't have the right to rule over you. Ever.
This is Starlink internet powered up when every cell tower within 40 miles is down. This is the difference between your insulin staying cold and it getting ruined.
Listen, dude, that thing uses cell towers, you retard.
This is...
There are no satellites, you jack off. How would he work going at 17,000 miles an hour when the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour? How? Are they going to get a blip at a time? Are you fucking retard idiots? You don't even think when you lie.
Cold food in your refrigerator.
I mean, he don't understand. He don't.
When there is a brownout. It's the radio that tells you where to go in emergencies, and it's your
gaga goo goo what
phone that stays charged so that you can find your.
It's your radio. The government's going to tell you where to go, boo boo. You're going to pile in there, right in this. There it is. It's this train track box. Just get right in there. What a fucking cheap idiot.
Family. With one of these and a few gallons of fuel, you are alive. You are warm. You're connected. You're not waiting on any
power. You can charge your batteries that run your inverters and power.
Anyone. I know what these generators are actually capable of because I built my whole life on one.
We just plugged it into the earth.
Here, don't turn the phone off. Just here. I'll hold it. Feel how strong the hose is.
This ranch, every wall, every roof line, every piece of it was built with portable generators running tools before I had the off-grid power in the ground. Without one of these.
Anyway, let's see. God, he's taking forever.
None of this happens. And if this law existed in my state when I was building, it may not have happened at all. Now, California is going to tell you that this is about air quality. It's about emissions. It's about saving the planet. So let's take a look at that. The Camp Fire back in 2018, it killed 85 people. It burned over 150,000 acres. It destroyed the entire town.
Again, you have all the buildings melted, but the trees, green leaves everywhere. Didn't burn the leaves. And again, they're all confused. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh man, that's hard to say. Whew, man, it's crazy. Did you guys hear about that warehouse fire? Should have paid us enough to live. I'm surprised there's not more of that, man. Like, give me a break. There should have been that in government, man. And all these people that work at corporations, and if you're in the government and you got a chance to sabotage it, do it. Do it. It's insane, dude. We're getting fucked here, and you don't have any power. The only power you have is sabotage. Give them a taste of their own fucking medicine. Now they know what it's like. Goddamn, Israel just keeps getting dumber every day. They attacked the United Nations troops in Lebanon, and now they've turned even what the U.S.'s allies so against. Dude, that's fantastic. These fuckers gotta die. This cancer. Get them the fuck off the map. I hate to put this retard bitch on because she's totally an agent. it wouldn't be a limited hangout if it wasn't for some truth in it. What now? Oh, how's everybody else doing?
Autonomous cars that drive people around. And so if you lose private car ownership, you can't really control where you go. And so these cars would determine, would have specific routes that you could, pay to use.
First of all, what is their attraction to 15-minute cities? What is that? What is their obsession with making people live in 15-minute cities?
So I haven't written extensively about
Dude, it shows you that whatever is doing this isn't human, because that's anti-human and it's anti-freedom. It's not humane in any way. Nobody that is human would want to put their fellow man into a 15-minute prison cell. Nobody in their right mind would want to confine their fellow man to a 15-minute parameter of distance, okay, and lock them down like that, okay? A normal human wants their fellow man to be free and thrive and be happy. That's a normal human. That's what makes them human. If they don't want that, they're not human. They might as well not be. They're dead to me. So fuck you, I'll kill you.
15-minute cities. But I would argue that the goal there is basically to have people more or less corralled into an area where they're easily surveilled and controlled.
Now, anything that is obsessed with control to this point of dystopian manifestation, if you can't understand, they can't be human. They're dead. They have no souls, no hearts, no minds.
Basically, the interest here is how to
all of these people are fucking ruled via etheric parasites.
A small few rule the many forever without the many ever being able to complain or do anything about it.
Yikes.
And so ultimately, this ruling system that they've been attempting to impose on people really around the world, because this is a global governance project at the end of the day, is using big tech tools in mass surveillance to basically create an entirely new way of life and system of living. And part of that is to basically reduce the share of what the many, i.e. the 99% or whatever, have. So a lot of this became extremely unpopular, but also like people learned about it during the COVID era because of these groups like the World Economic Forum, which, by the way, bills itself as the premier promoter of public-private partnerships. That we need to not.
Means they promote the idea of a technocracy where a ruling elite rules the rest of everyone else, because you're too dumb, because they got more money, so there must be that they're smarter and they get to rule now.
Own our cars. We need to,
again, the rationale is a mental illness, and you got to kill them all.
Rent them, and there should be autonomous fleets of Ubers that drive everyone around a specific radius. We shouldn't own homes. We should, rent apartments and then share those apartments when we're not there and we leave. Someone else can occupy the space. These were all things that were promoted under the guise, of sustainability and other things at the time. But they're actively being, designed and acted upon. Actually, one of the
actively being implemented.
Columbus smart city initiatives that's connected to this Columbus partnership that Wexner ran. He chaired it basically from 2001, I think, until 2021. So like 20 years, including when this was created. Columbus got a huge Department of Transportation from the government, and also, you know, funding from private individuals, probably Wexner, but who knows, to basically create a new system that in Columbus where private car ownership would not exist, and instead it would be fleets of, you know, smart cars, autonomous cars that drive people around. And so if you lose private car ownership, you can't really control where you go. And so these cars would determine, you know, would have specific routes that you could, you know,
right. You want to explore the 96% of the United States that's completely all forest. Only 3% of the United States actually is where the people actually live, folks. The 96% of it is empty. And you're so dumb you think you're overcrowded or overpopulated. This is how dumb you retards are here. Okay?
Pay to use.
But if you try to go out and explore some of these forests and areas, these national parks where you're not allowed to go anymore, they're protected from who? From you. So you can't use them. So they can keep you into the prison cities and fleece you to make you more dependent on them. And so you try to go out and explore anywhere and go hunting and get some free food and all this shit or whatever and all that and live and want to be free. They're going to kidnap you and all this other shit and get you out, and you won't be allowed to go there. But you won't even be able to go there. Why? Because you're going to be in a vehicle that won't let you go there. Why? Because you won't be allowed to own a vehicle for yourself that you can drive there. Right? It's a new wall to a prison that you won't even understand. The new generations won't even understand.
And what have you. And interestingly enough, this was actually a goal for the entire United States, described in this by this National Security Commission on AI.
The let alone batshit crazy obsession with control should tell everybody these people, if they're even people, are crazy in the head. They're mentally ill. They're inherently mentally ill. Anybody that is this obsessed, look at the lengths that they're going to control everybody. Look at the extraordinary lengths that they're going through to control everybody like this. It's not normal, folks. Folks, that's not normal, man. Wake up, snap out of it, man.
Which was chaired by Eric Schmidt of Google and had a lot of these same big tech guys who have major roles at companies with new.
Nobody wants this type of control, man, unless they're not human, man. So, and nobody can be this obsessed. It's literally a condition.
Data centers,
condition.
And they basically said that in order for the U.S., they said to beat China in AI, it was necessary to end private car ownership in the United States and instead have autonomous, Waymos basically drive fleets of them, Uber everybody around to where they were supposed to go, and have things, sort of planned out by AI. Like where people are going, where people are working, and all of this. And so the Technocracy Inc. model and
again, their whole problem is what are you doing? You're not. They're telling you that you're in competition with China's AI. Why? No, you're not. No, you're not. They're humans here too. Why would you? Why? Why don't you all work together? It's just crazy, the division inherent in the way they try to divide and conquer everybody and to rule them easier. It's so pathetic here. The people are so dumb and none the wiser.
Highlighted earlier, was really influenced by things like Taylorism and a lot of these schools of thought that came out of the Industrial Revolution that prioritize efficiency above all else. Having the trains run on time and all of that stuff being, the kind of obsession of these people in that particular era. And so they want to sort of apply that not just to industry, but to micromanaging people's lives.
Control.
As they, extract
Not
and exploit us for
normal.
data and how much money our surf-like lives will make for them.
See me in Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, Nevada.
God, they're so dumb, bro. She's so dumb, bro. They're all so dumb. It's disappointing how dumb these fucking retards like that are. Oh, you poor man. Tom. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I hate Google, man. Fuck Google and YouTube in the comments, dude. I wish I didn't have to fucking use them. Fucking jerk, fucking cocksuckers. Goddamn, like I said, they got a fucking monopoly on everything. Fucking cursed fucks. But they didn't ban the rich man's generator in California. It's all a scam, folks. Oh. Yeah, that's, man. These fuckers are crazy, bro. It's crazy. So where's everybody at, man? Folks, if you can, let's see here, go to this one. Please donate so I can feed myself and feed the fucking dog too. This dog needs to eat. Oh man. The truth ain't easy. The truth ain't easy. That's good that the sun's out though. Glad to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna start warming up soon, man. It's still getting really fucking cold as shit at night. Fucking bullshit. It was getting warm for a couple nights there, but then it's fucking cold as shit again. But it's not too cold like it was, you know. Looks like I can't have that going too, huh? Oh. Whew. God damn, that was good. You're not dividing us. I made this video.
Like, we know who we are.
Like, we know who we are. Look what happened to the brick. Look what happened to the brick. It got altered.
We're gonna stab each other in the back.
That used to be a brick building. You dumb fucking retard.
Dividing us.
Dividing us? You're not dividing us.
We're all part of the one spirit.
We're all part of the one spirit. That is all.
Everything's frequency.
Not separate. Frequency, energy, and vibration.
You're not dividing us. You're not dividing us.
What happened to the building? Electrocuted, melted.
It's hard to believe that we're not in a world where everybody just is absolutely in love with everybody. I mean, I don't get that. We're all so awesome, man. We really are.
We really are.
We really are.
Really are.
These tricksters trying to divide us is the problem. They're constantly trying to divide us all.
Wow.
It's crazy as shit.
Look at that milk job. The electricity just surged. The electricity just melted the shit out of that building.
It just goes on and on in division. The electromagnetic.
Here they are, finding the buildings. Here they are, finding the building, congregating, accumulating, getting together, organizing to clean up and make it all useful. And they did it fast, real fast. Look at that. Look how fast.
Everything's frequency.
Look at that, melted to shit.
Everything's frequency.
That building completely melted. Right.
We're all so awesome.
Left and left.
We really are.
Really are. Look what happened to the brick.
We really are.
You think that's a beautiful view? It's devastated building. Who's this freak? Who's on the ground? Who is that?
We all love each other. We're all one spirit. We're not gonna stab each other in the back. You're all part of the one spirit, folks. That is all. You're not separate from anything. Everything's frequency.
Literally, the building is literally melting over a rock curtain over itself, and they don't see it. The building is literally rock curtaining over itself. Literally, you could get in the barrel if it was a wave. If it was water, you could surf right inside that shit. You're not dividing us. Which one's longer?
All I'm asking is, why do you trust all these criminals that the news is telling you to trust?
Everything they're telling you is a lie.
You don't seem to get it. Investigative experimental products that they're not held accountable for by the biggest criminals of all time. I don't play that shit.
Check it out.
Check it out. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Come on, man. I don't play that shit. No long term. No long term. No long term. Or even short-term data. Long term. No long term. No long term. Or even. There's not even any short-term data, morons! I can't even begin to tell you how many people are getting whacked right now. I can't even begin to tell you how many people. I don't play that shit. All these people are getting fucked up. You're not hearing about it. Not hearing about it. Investigative experimental products. Experimental products. All the injuries and deaths right now. They're dying left and right, man. I'm hearing all kinds of shit. They bribe the politicians. They bribe the politicians. They bribe the politicians. And now they can just censor us. I don't play that shit. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Come on, man. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people.
Check it out.
Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. No long term. No long term. No long term. Or even short-term data. No long. I don't play that shit. I'm telling you not to trust these motherfuckers that tell you they want you dead. I think it's weird that you trust someone that just said he wants you dead. This guy got Google. All these people are getting fucked up here. You're not hearing about it. This guy got Google. They're dying left and right, man. I'm hearing all kinds of shit. Gaga Goo Goo, you're not allowed to say this.
Just like 2022. All this was happening in 2022 when they put out the vaccine. As soon as the vaccine came out, all this shit started happening.
They're gonna censor me for telling you to not trust the biggest criminals of all time.
Yeah, all that shit started happening as soon as the vaccine came out, because nobody was dying from the virus. There is no virus. It doesn't exist. The people didn't actually start dying until the vaccine, which is, it's incredible. Cause and effect, incredible, obvious correlations. Yeah, it's bizarre. The world we live in, where they just allow this to happen like this. And nobody's held accountable for the pedophilia, for the murders.
All I'm asking.
Nobody's held accountable for all the vaccine murderings by Big Pharma. Nobody's held accountable for all the innocent soldiers' death by military-industrial complex. Nobody's ever held accountable for the pedophile Epstein shit. None of these motherfuckers in government or any of these fuckers in the Epstein class ever has to pay, not even one arrest. You know, they got Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Really? That's not her anymore. And that wasn't his dead body. The dead body had a what do you call it? Epstein didn't have one. So he's gone too. Shut up. Nobody's held accountable. Not one person. Not one. Not even one. They faked his death. So and pretend they got a double in there pretending to be Ghislaine. It's like you people are retarded. Not one person held accountable.
Is why do you trust all these criminals that the news is telling you to trust? Everything they're telling you is a lie.
Everything they're telling you is a lie.
Investigative experimental products that they're not held accountable for by the biggest criminals of all time. I don't play that shit. Check it out. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Come on, man. I don't play that shit. No long term. No long term. No long term. Or even short term data. No long term. No long term. No long term. Or even. There's not even any short-term data, moron! I can't even begin to tell you how many people are getting whacked right now, but self-calling retards. I don't play that shit. All these people are getting fucked up here. You're not hearing about it. Investigative experimental products. And they're suppressing all the injuries and deaths right now. They're dying left and right, man. I'm hearing all kinds of shit. They bribe the politicians. They bribe the politicians. They bribe the politicians. And now they can just censor us. I don't play that shit. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Come on, man. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. Check it out. Lock it down, innocent, healthy people. No long term. No long term. No long term. Or even short term data. No long. I don't play that shit. I'm telling you not to trust these motherfuckers that tell you they want you dead. I think it's weird that you trust someone that just said he wants you dead. All these people are getting fucked up here. You're not hearing about it. They're dying left and right, man. I'm hearing all kinds of shit. Gaga goo goo, you're not allowed to say this. Gaga goo goo, you're not allowed to have an opinion. Gaga goo goo, you're not allowed to disagree. Gaga goo goo. Gaga goo They're gonna censor me for telling you to not trust the biggest criminals of all time.
Yeah. Tell me that don't hurt. So the criminals continue to commit crimes again and again and again and again, never ending. It's like they have an infinite amount of crimes to do. And they never are ever held accountable. We don't live in a just world. Definitely ain't fair, and it damn sure ain't just. Most of the time, if you don't have justice, it's not fair. And most of the time, if you don't have fairness, it's not just a just world. So yeah, they're kind of hand in hand, even though they're not the same thing. But buildings cry.
We are not being told the real truth. Nothing in this world, nothing works the way you think it does. There's always more to the story.
Germ theory, I'm dead. Sorry, I didn't wash my hands every second. Shouldn't I be dead? According to your batshit fucking mental illness, should I be dead? I mean, I haven't worn a mess one time. I should be fucking dead. I should see dead people everywhere.
Nothing in this world operates the way you think it does. Governments are not empowered to protect you. Police department is not there to serve you. Colleges and educational institutes are not there to educate you.
I should see dead people everywhere. But nobody does. They're not afraid. They're afraid of the government. They're afraid of you. You fucking tyrannical government motherfucking pieces of shit. And is that the kind of world you want to live in? An enslaved, captured, decimated, pathetic world? Is that the world you want to live in, or a world that's
The entire superstructure of civilization in the Western world is a combination of well-planned schemes to direct the minds of the people in such a way as to serve their masters.
where everybody's empowered? For just a few fucking psychopathic pedophiles. Right now, just a few psychopathic pedophiles. They're in charge of this place. Alright, control them, and you can't do anything. You can't even, you get censored, deleted. You know, everything is owned by a Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street. It's a monopoly already. They've had a monopoly since the world was wiped out with this catastrophe. Flooded it. And everybody's basically retarded again because, you know, everything's lost. Technology. Everybody's disconnected now. Everybody was not disconnected. Now you have complete disconnected places starting over in some cases. In a sense, cavemen like Roman buildings. There are no caves. There's no volcanoes. There's no mountains. Components. The electricity. The buildings were components on like a circuit board of the hologram. And they had free energy. have pictures of retards with donkeys coming in. It's 200 years ago. Just empty cities going, well, damn, I can't, how the fuck did they make that shit? It's like, you know, it's like the Planet of the Apes, where at the beginning of the movie, you see the Statue of Liberty buried at each stand, sticking up. I mean, it's like that. This world has been decimated. It was beautiful here. There are pockets of survival in the big cities now. That's why they are that. Paris, Rome, London, New York, Chicago, San Francisco, etc. They're the biggest pockets of survival. Nobody builds shit. Are you kidding me? With fucking are you kidding me? Donkeys. All the technology lost and gone, except, scooped up. Any remaining pockets of survival instantly scooped up. The Greyhound in the air with the magnificent vessels. Scooped. God, that's annoying. In West Virginia, the poorest state in America, electricity bills now exceed mortgages. It is common to see $1,200 to $1,600 electricity bills per month. This is madness. And if you didn't understand the system was rigged against you folks, like George Carlin said a long time ago, you better see it now, or it's too late for you. Or it's too late for you. You're a deer in the headlights. Okay, what's up? Shout out to Don. How you doing? Folks, if you guys can donate anything, please. The dog needs food. I need food. Fucking gut. I'm not going to have any fucking smoke. It sucks. I'm going to suffer even more. Waiting to die with no fucking food, no weed to smoke, no flour, no nothing. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. We got Bubscat still hanging around? No. Let's see here. Oh, I only played her for 2 seconds, man. Hope that's okay with you there. Just like the police were just for slaves at first. You see how that worked out, right? You guys see how that worked out, right? We got to take all your rights and freedoms away and your money because it's an emergency. And by the way, we're not giving none of it back ever again. Oh, which one to play? What should we do here? Right. Well, it is good music. And there's some different ones. Want to see some crystallized buildings? Check it out. Yeah, no, this one. Hold on, some of these videos are fucking up for some reason. I don't know why. Some of them aren't. I got to figure out what's going on. This is really pissing me the fuck off. How come some are fucking up and some aren't? What is going on here? Some fucking up too? Why?
There is a darkness coming. There is a darkness coming.
Because it's all new. It's all surveilled.
Oh, y'all want the song, don't you, real quick, huh? Watch my documentary. When the Billing Scribe.
Every fucking video is fucking up.
Here we go. Watch the show. Here we go. Watch the show.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Don't be a meanie. Back and greeny. Here we go. Go, go. Earth looks like a melted circuit board. Circuit board. Earth looks like a melted circuit board. How do you not fucking see it? Nothing but melted belly. How do you not fucking see it? Are you blind, man? What is wrong with you? Wrong with you? Wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Wrong with you? Wrong with you? Be a meanie. Back and greeny. Here we go. Go, go. Earth looks like a melted circuit board. Circuit board. Earth looks like a melted circuit board. How do you not fucking see it? Wrong with you? Wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Oh, there's a fucking one video here I found.
Did you know the average car payment in 2026 just hit $748 a month? On cars being recalled every single month? Monthly payments are hitting $3,800 a month. Interest rates are hitting 99%. Quality is collapsing. And 3 million repossessions are coming this year alone. Manufacturers keep building cheaper, more complicated cars and charging more every single year. This is the car cost crisis nobody is talking about until now. Let's start with the cold, hard numbers, because the data alone is absolutely wild. According to Experian, in Q3 of 2025, the average monthly payment for a brand new car hit $748 a month. Used cars, $532 a month. And those aren't the crazy ones. Those are the averages. 1 out of every 3 new car buyers is taking out a loan that stretches beyond 6 years. 7-year loans are now standard, and 8-year loans growing fast. The average amount borrowed for a new vehicle is now over $42,300.
I think I saw 10-year loans already. 10-year.
That's
like a mortgage almost.
Up more than $1,000 from just last year. And the average loan term, 69 months. Nearly
cars they make these days don't even last half of that time.
6 years of payments on a vehicle that starts losing value the second you drive it off the lot. And here's what really gets me. 80% of new car buyers finance their purchase. 80%. That means the overwhelming majority of people you see driving shiny new cars on the highway,
They don't
own those cars.
They don't own them.
The bank does. And with auto,
They think they own them. It's like a little Santa Claus game, make believe. Like they think look, you're on a ball spinning. Look, we went to the moon.
loan delinquencies for subprime borrowers, that's people with credit scores below 620, just hitting their highest level ever recorded, surpassing even the 2008 financial crisis peak. We are sitting on a ticking time bomb. Fitch confirmed it. The data doesn't lie. So what's driving this perfect storm? Record high vehicle prices, higher interest rates, shrinking household budgets, and monthly payments that used to average $400 to $500. Are routinely hitting.
I think we know when I show you the video after video after video of people telling you their insurance went up, their power went up, everything went up except their goddamn income, stupid.
$700 to $1,000. And for a lot of families, that math just isn't mathing anymore. The most insane payments we've ever seen. All right, let's get into the real stuff. Because the average payment being $748 is one thing, but what people are actually signing for at dealerships, that's a completely different level. We asked dealership workers, what's the highest car payment you've ever seen? One said $2,600 a month on a Duramax truck.
You guys get the idea. I'm not gonna watch all that shit, boring shit. Oh, thank you, Don. Appreciate that. Damn, where's everybody at when I need you? Shit, appreciate that. Shit. I'll feed the dog first before I fucking eat. Shit. Wonder how the fuck he was surviving out there. He was skinny as shit. Now he's nice and thick. He's a good, happy dog right now. His whole demeanor is that of a very happy dog. Barking in happiness. Gets excited, he barks in happiness. Man, that might be. Here we go. I got one here. Thanks, Don. Appreciate Don Conrad. Shout out to Dana, Mount Flood, Chicago. Another Perspective, Sandra. Anybody else? I apologize. I haven't said your name, but you know who you are. Whoops. Crystallized buildings is so interesting. Yes, it is. The entire, what people think is an ice wall and what they think Antarctica is really just a bunch of crystallized buildings and mud and melt flood that got crystallized, that got to it. They touched the dome. They were too close to the dome on the so you got the dome, it's flat at the bottom, but the dome comes up to a circle, the dome, right? It's a container we're in, smartest one in the room. And so any buildings close to the dome on the outer of the circle, close to the dome, with that electricity, they clearly got crystallized the worst out of everybody in the entire realm. They got hit the hardest. The people on the exterior of the pizza, of the circle, so to speak, out at the diameter by the dome going up, these buildings crystallized instantly. They looks like they melted. Some of them melted first and then crystallized. It's crazy how it looks. It's bizarre. But that's not an ice wall. Antarctica is not an ice. That's crystal. That's a crystallized wall. It'll never melt, no matter what. You could, it's ridiculous. None of that shit will melt. It'll break apart and float everywhere, most likely. You have buildings right now that are floating that got crystallized because they're lighter than that, and shaped right and lighter than what they're they have a buoyant force in the ocean they're in. All right, now check this out too. I want to show this quick video too. Fuck, man, fuck, damn. This is kind of an irrelevant video right here, really, for the most part.
Epstein.
Are you still talking about?
Except this is funny right here. Are you still talking? This is great. She went off on a tangent, dude. It looks like she was trying to have some type of control or something against Trump or counter this new charges from this other victim.
About Jeffrey Epstein?
Epstein.
Are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Epstein. Epstein.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Well, we should be, but I'm not currently talking about Jeffrey Epstein. But your wife is, because apparently old flames never truly die.
I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to New York City. Accomplice.
But I mean, it's supposed to be talk. Oh, we believe you, Melania. Really, we do, but we're not supposed to be talking about him. I don't think your husband would approve. Right, Donnie? I mean, could you rein your wife in just a little?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
I know, right?
Epstein.
Are you still talking about affordability? We got a war. We got children to kill and murder in Iran. Are you still talking about affordability? Are you affordable? Are you fucking kidding? We got children to murder in Iran. Are you talking about affordability still? Are you fucking kidding me?
Epstein, and me.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Epstein and me.
That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
Epstein and me.
To just
Epstein and me. Epstein and me.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Epstein and me.
That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. It just seems like a desecration.
Yeah, Melania. So could you stop desecrating?
My email reply to Maxwell. Complice Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be
What the hell did she do?
categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. By chance, correspondence. My email reply to Maxwell cannot correspond.
Dress super casual, like slinky evening dress, super close touching body.
By the way, that looks like Trump's arm around. That's Epstein. I'm kidding.
He's casual. Like I barely know Maxwell casual. Like Jeffrey
Again, that's not Trump's hand. That's Epstein's hand.
Epstein. Who the hell is Jeffrey Epstein casual?
Casual correspondence.
Never knew Ghislaine, been to a lot of parties with her casual.
Email reply to Maxwell or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence.
Wow.
My Epstein's camp with
my book
documented in
even my husband, he signed it. You know, it's my book, no?
in my book, Melania.
You have purchased my book, no? Even my husband, he signed it. You know, my husband, who is not introduced by Epstein.
Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance.
In other words,
Not
husband, who is not introduced.
No, it doesn't look like he introduced you to her at all? No, just an acquaintance. No, you don't look like you knew each other at all. As you stand next to him with his cock up your ass.
Produced by Epstein.
Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance.
In other words, he was very rich. I happened to be there, and he grabbed me by the purse strings. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you?
I took her out for a check. I moved on her like a bitch. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab them by the pussy.
The first time I crossed paths with Epstein was in the year 2000.
Trump grabbed my pussy.
At an event Donald and I attended together. At the time, I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal
Turns out truth says that was a lie.
undertakings.
Epstein, I know nothing.
I see nothing. I was not here. I did not even get up this morning.
Numerous fake images and statements about
Sorry, Melania, whatever the fuck you call yourself. Memes are freedom of speech. Okay, bitch, shut up.
Epstein and me have been calculating on social media for years now.
Calculating or circulating?
Calculating, be cautious about what you believe. These images and stories are completely false.
Now, it's been pitched that this presser is being released because there's something about to come out that links Melania Trump with Jeffrey Epstein, and they're just trying to head things off at the pass before it gets here. That remains to be seen, but guys, these people knew each other. They hung around the same friends. They attended the same event.
Again, there's so many different pictures of her with Trump and Epstein, and Ghislaine and Epstein. She's got different hair in this one, different make, all kinds. Every picture, these are years and different years. She looks years and years apart, all these pictures. So she's completely lying, just like Trump. What do you know? They're all pathological liars. What do you know?
Events. They belong to the same
What do you know? They all have no problem sex trafficking kids. What do you know?
club, the club that you and I aren't in. So do you believe what Melania is saying here? Did she really not know who Jeffrey Epstein was? Was she really innocent and unaware of what all of these people were involved in, the money they were making, the crimes they were committing, the people they were hurting? In your mind, is she really a super trustworthy person who wouldn't lie to the rest of us? What do you think is really going on here? And did you happen to see where the CIA director said from the White House briefing room that the agency possesses a technology called ghost murmuring, where they use AI to
The most ridiculous pedophile shit I've ever heard in my life.
detect the heartbeat of lost soldiers from 40 miles away? Let's listen in.
As an agency, the CIA possesses unique capabilities that only the president can deploy. Some of these capabilities fall under covert action authorities. And because covert means exactly that, I'm not going to be able to tell you everything that you want to know. At the president's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses to a daunting challenge, comparable to hunting for a single grain of sand in the middle of a desert. This was also a race against the clock, as it was critical that we locate the downed aviator as quick.
Turns out you were just covering for an actual Karg Island invasion, and you got slaughtered. And it's amazing. You have a baby horse outside? How cute. Is that called a cult or a mayor? let's see what this one is. Damn, I might. Folks, if you can donate like Don Conrad. Be it if you can. If you can, please donate. You guys are awesome in the chat, by the way. Let's see what they're saying here.
Ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, I have the honor to read the following joint statement on the safety and security of peacekeepers on behalf of Algeria, Armenia, Australia, Austria, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Belgium, Brazil, Brunei Darussalam, Cambodia, People's Republic of China, Colombia, Croatia, Cyprus, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Denmark, Egypt, El Salvador, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Ghana, Greece, Guatemala, Hungary, Indonesia, Ireland, Italy, Jordan, Latvia, Liberia, Luxembourg, Malaysia, Malta, Moldova, Mongolia, Morocco, Nepal, the Netherlands, North Macedonia, Pakistan, Panama, the Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Qatar, Republic of Korea, Romania, Russian Federation, Sierra Leone, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sri Lanka, Sweden, Tanzania, Thailand, Timor-Leste, Zambia is in Lebanon this now.
Sorry.
We have been by Zambia,
God damn it, I was right
and the European Union.
I'm thinking.
And the list is,
was
as of now, we have indication that more countries will be joining this statement.
It's only 70.
We, the troop contributing countries to the UN Interim Force in Lebanon, or UNIFIL, joined by several other member states and the European Union, express deep concern over the escalation of tension in Lebanon since 2 March 2026 and its impact on the safety and security of peacekeepers. We condemn in the strongest terms the persistent attacks against UNIFIL, including the latest grave attacks which cost the lives of 3 Indonesian peacekeepers and injured several other peacekeepers from France, Ghana, Indonesia, Nepal, and Poland. We also firmly condemn the unacceptable aggressive behavior towards UNIFIL personnel and leadership recently observed. We recall that peacekeepers must never be the target of attack.
But that's not how pedophile, genocidal psychopaths in Israel and the U.S. operate. Again, they don't operate from a humanitarian perspective. It's in fact, humanitarian.
And that attacks on them are prohibited while they enjoy protection under international law and relevant UN Security Council resolutions and may constitute a war crime. The safety and security of UN peacekeepers is non-negotiable, and we urge the UN and the Security Council to exert all tools available at its disposal to strengthen the protection of UN peacekeepers in an increasingly dangerous environment. We reaffirm.
So Israel just murdered 3 UN peacekeepers in Lebanon. Targeted them, actually, because that's what they do. They are some pedophile motherfucking terrorist, reptilian, demonic motherfucking etheric parasites.
Our full support for UNIFIL and its mandate, as set out in relevant Security Council resolutions, and urge all parties, under all circumstances, to take all measures to ensure.
And also, Iran told the U.S. to do the smart thing and decouple from Israel. And they won't do it because the U.S. government is basically Israeli government infested cancer at this point.
The safety and security of peacekeeping personnel and premises in accordance with international law. We call on the UN to continue investigating all attacks against peacekeepers in a prompt.
Anyway, you get the idea. Fucking A, you get the idea. Probably played way too much of that. My bad. Oh, man. Ooh, that's interesting. God damn it. God damn it. What the fuck is this dog doing, man?
What if the most advanced missile defense system on the planet just ran out? Not defeated in a dogfight, not blown up on the ground, just emptied, missile by missile, wave by wave, dollar by dollar, until a Trump administration official admitted on record that Israel's interceptors were down to double digits. And then, right at that moment, a ceasefire magically appeared. Convenient, isn't it? Let's rewind to February 28, 2026. Israel launches Operation Roaring Lion, a massive air campaign against Iran aimed at decapitating its leadership and destroying its nuclear and missile infrastructure. The plan: hit fast, hit hard, end it in days. Iran had a different plan. Within hours, Iranian ballistic missiles and drones were filling Israeli skies, not a one-off salvo, A sustained campaign, day after day, wave after wave, 33 ballistic missiles on average every single day, 94 drones every single day. Each one had to be shot down, and shooting things down costs something. Here's the brutal math nobody in Tel Aviv or Washington wants you to do. Every Arrow 3 interceptor, the top-tier system designed to kill ballistic missiles in space, costs $2 to $3 million and takes months to build. Every THAAD interceptor the Americans fired to help, $12.7 million, each one. In just the first 16 days of this war, the U.S.-Israel coalition expended over 11,000 munitions, a combined bill of roughly $26 billion. Britain's Royal...
Making the military-industrial complex billions, if not trillions of dollars in replenishment contracts, etc.
United Services Institute, a serious, respected defense think tank, ran the numbers and delivered a verdict that shook the establishment. Israel's Arrow interceptor stock...
What they always do is, if any ammunitions are about to run out, they create a war and use them up, shoot them up, doesn't matter if they hit anybody or not, so now they can sell more. It's a gimmick, a scam. You people are fucking retarded.
Pile was approaching total...
allowing it to happen.
Total exhaustion. By end of March, they estimated Israel could have 0 exo-atmospheric missile defense left. None. The shield, gone. Now here's where it gets interesting and uncomfortable. Iran, according to analysts, was not firing randomly. It was executing a deliberate attrition strategy. Older, cheaper missiles in early waves, not to cause maximum damage, but to force Israel to spend its most expensive interceptors shooting them down. Drain the magazine first, then, when the cupboard is bare, hit with the good stuff. It worked.
Wow.
By the time the ceasefire...
Pretty simple strategy. Damn, it sounds like they play chess.
Arrived.
The checkers like Pig Seth and Dumbfuck and Trumpstein.
Israel was reportedly picking and choosing which incoming missiles to intercept and which to let through. Let that sink in. The country that built the Iron Dome, that sold the world on the dream of a perfect missile shield, was rationing its own survival. So the ceasefire happens. Trump announces it. Everyone cheers. But ask yourself this. Who needed the pause more? Iran, which still had an estimated 1,000 to 1,500 ballistic missiles capable of reaching Israel? Or Israel, which had double digits of interceptors left, a midnight emergency budget vote for $826 million in urgent defense procurement, and a scrambling deal with Israel Aerospace Industries to urgently ramp up aero production? The ceasefire didn't stop the war because Iran was beaten. It stopped the war because Israel's sky was empty.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.
Download the fucking app. You need to download my fucking app. I got an app for you. I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Oh, fuck me, man. Ten-minute lag. I don't get it. That's fucking bullshit. They be bullshitting.
New video on social media has surfaced of what Tonight, new video on social media has surfaced of what appears to be inside a warehouse as someone is going around the room starting several fires while talking about their salary.
All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
I came across this local story from Ontario, California that I think should actually be a national story because it could give us a little hint as to where things may go if we continue down this path of unaffordability, low wages, and the rising cost of living. So this is a man that set fire to his warehouse, a warehouse worker, of toilet paper as he complained about how he was not paid enough to live. So I'm going to first play for you the raw footage here. This is shared from Raw's Alerts of the fire alongside him setting fire to his warehouse. And then I'll get to the local news report discussing it as well. And I'm going to get to some of the reactions to this news story, which reminded me a lot of the reaction to Luigi Mangione.
Should have paid us enough to fucking live. You know, we may not get paid enough to fucking live, but these bitches dirt cheap. All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
All you had to do was pay us enough to live. CEOs make millions and millions, hoard everything. The governments give all our money to everyone else, hoard everything. All you had to do is give us enough to live. And you did it. Now you're going to lose it all. Government, corporations, all of you.
All you had to do was pay us enough to fucking live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
All right. So first, it's important to note that nobody
enough to fuck.
Luigi Mangione.
Folks, if you work for a corporation or government and you can sabotage without getting yourself in trouble in any way, do it. A little means a lot.
Should have paid us enough to fucking live. You know, we may not get paid enough to fucking live, but these bitches dirt cheap. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to fucking live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
All right. So
all you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to fucking live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
All right.
What do you expect, man? What do you think is going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? If the public / slaves can achieve an intelligence higher than the IQ of a barnyard chicken, they might have a chance to free themselves. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. But the CEO had to have all the millions of dollars for his mini escorts and their houses they live in and family. 10-minute lag. Drones. Remote death. Push of a button. Killing with convenience. More convenient than a gun even. You don't even have to see it.
Did Iran hit a $200 million U.S. surveillance drone over the Strait of Hormuz? A high-value MQ-4C Triton, one of the most advanced maritime surveillance drones operated by the U.S. Navy, has disappeared over the Strait of Hormuz, triggering intense speculation and rising tensions in an already volatile region. The aircraft was conducting a routine intelligence mission over the Persian Gulf and Hormuz Strait when the incident unfolded. According to flight tracking data, the drone had completed roughly 3 hours of surveillance before sending a distress signal, code 7700, indicating a general in-flight emergency. Moments later, it began a rapid descent and disappeared from tracking systems entirely. Reports suggest the drone may have been returning toward its base at Naval Air Station Sigonella in Italy when it altered its course near sensitive airspace close to Iran. The last known position placed it near the region, immediately fueling speculation online about possible Iranian involvement.
All right, no big deal. Well, they need to impeach that fucker quick. If he does any more fucking goddamn damage. This motherfucker needs to get out. They need to get rid of this nut job, bro, immediately. Dude, if you've ever seen anybody, this dude is the most mentally ill, unstable retard of all time. He is non-stop, unhinged, threatening war crimes, genocide, overtly and openly towards Iran. For a genocidal state, Israel. For a dude, Netanyahu, who has been convicted by the international, criminal, as a criminal, has a arrest warrant for him, and who has a fucking arrest warrant for him for genocide. Let that sink in. He's helping Netanyahu, who has a an arrest warrant for genocide and crimes against humanity. Let that sink in. That's who he's helping. By the way, this retard voted for him, but at least she's trying to vindicate herself. At least now she's repenting from her sin.
She was his loudest defender, his most loyal soldier, the woman who once said she'd take a bullet for Donald Trump. And now she just called him mentally unstable on CNN, to his face, to the world. Marjorie Taylor Greene is done playing nice, and Washington has never seen anything like this. Let's start with the words themselves, because they are stunning. This week, in a live CNN interview, Greene said, sit with that for a second. This is not a Democrat, not a never-Trumper pundit, not the liberal media. This is the woman who used to campaign with Trump, who defended him through 2 impeachments, who was, by most accounts, his single biggest cheerleader in the U.S. Congress. So what on earth happened? To understand this fight,
She won't be defending 2 impeachments. She'll be leading this one. She defended, what a dumb fucking retard. She defended to him.
You need the backstory because this didn't blow up overnight. The cracks started forming over the Epstein files. Green pushed hard, very publicly, for the full release of Jeffrey Epstein-related documents. The Trump administration, in her view, was quietly burying them. That was the first betrayal. Then came Iran. In late February 2026, the U.S. launched coordinated strikes on Iranian military and nuclear sites alongside Israel, and Green exploded. She called it a complete bait and switch, a direct violation of Trump's 2024 promise of no more foreign wars, no more regime.
It's a violation of like international law and against humanity.
Change. She accused the White House of being captured by neocons, the military-industrial complex.
Yeah. Which, by the way, are all fucking Jew-Israel fucking dual citizen nut job, genocidal maniacs, psychopaths.
And her words, never Trumpers, who had hijacked the America First agenda.
Yeah, here she's not even talking about the real deal. She's a fucking nut. She's done for. She's already too late for her soul. Maybe we'll see how I feel. Just kidding. So how's everybody doing? I guess no donations other than Don. Where's everyone at? Help a brother out, man. These are hard times. These are the times where you know where I really need the shit and where you really appreciate it the most and where it really counts. This is when you really, it really counts. We'll see who's really all in on Jerry DeCamp. This shit's still working. Oh, that's funny. Please donate so that not just my dog Buddy can eat, but so I can eat too. Shit, donate so I can smoke, for fuck's sake. Send me some smoke. Oh man, fuck. Anyway, y'all, man, I'm hurting. This place sucks. I hope it doesn't suck so bad for you like it does for me. This fucking, I'm in hell, suffering every minute. I hope you're not suffering like me. Bless you all and thank you. And I love you all. Oops, God.